Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of CCW Throwdown. Tonight we got some exciting action for you. The women will be in the main event tonight. The crowd is pumped here as always. This is CB of CBRS Entertainment coming at you live. Let's get set for our opening match. As the Asylum gets set to take on the Alliance. It's going to be an exciting match here, folks. The Asylum, one of the scariest teams, taking on the Alliance, kind of a technical powerhouse team, if you will. And here come the Asylum. Sort of hush has just fallen over the crowd as they make their way to the ring here. Easily one of the scariest teams in CCW. These guys are former CCW Tag Team Champions. They know what it's like to be at the top of the mountain. Curious to see how the Alliance will be able to hold up against these guys. Can't believe look at the immense size of Basket Case. And here comes the Alliance. Alexander Rutan and Muhammad making their way to the ring. And you can tell they are ready for action here. But when that bell sounds, will they want to be in action? Will they want to just get the heck out of here? We'll see. Giggles looks like he's going to be starting it off against Muhammad here. The bell sounds, we are underway. And a knee to Muhammad's gut. Muhammad already down on the ground. Giggles stomping away on him. And an Irish whip from Giggles. Into the ropes, catching a back elbow. Muhammad is trying to shake the cobwebs, if you will, from this early assault provided by Giggles. And now Muhammad with a kick to the inner leg there. However, Giggles catching him with a neck breaker. And dropping that elbow. And now Muhammad with the reversal. He's looking to tag in Rutan right now. And here comes Basket Case. It's definitely a worst case scenario right now for Rutan. And Basket Case being caught with a back suplex. And now Rutan's got a nerve hold on him. I don't know if that's going to keep him down. And a gut wrench from Basket Case sends Rutan down to the ground. And then off the ropes here. What's he going to do? Catching him with that big boot. And the crowd's been taken right out of this one. A clothesline right into the corner here. This is not where you want to be if you're Rutan. And now Rutan catching him with a fist to the gut. Don't know what Rutan was looking for there, but Basket Case reversing it and now sending Rutan back into the corner here. Catching him with another clothesline. And now stomping away on him. Basket Case is holding his own here against Rutan. And a big suplex. I think Rutan was looking to get out of there and make the tag. And look at this, he's looking for the choke slam. Can he get it? And he got him. Basket Case now looking for the cover. 1, 2. Rutan kicking out. And now looking for that power bomb of his, and there it is. This has got to be it here. 1, 2, and Muhammad running in with the breakup. And here comes Giggles right now. Trying for that elbow drop, but Rutan reversing it and sending. And now Rutan sent flying onto the apron and down to the floor here. And the onslaught on Rutan continues here. This is not a safe place. There's a double arm DDT. Rutan, I think, has just been busted open. And there's the cover. 1, 2, and almost a 3 count, but Muhammad coming in at the last second to make the save. drilling him once again. And now Rutan on the fight back now. Back and forth these gentlemen are going right now. He's looking for that double arm once again. And look at this, rolling him over. There's the referee with the cover. 1, 2. Oh no, Rutan with the kick out. Barely kicking out of that though. And Rutan's face, he's just a crimson mask right now. And catching that bulldog. And there's the cover. 1, 2. Muhammad coming in with that the breakup. And another double arm DDT. I think this has got to spell the end for Rutan here. And there's the cover. 1, 2. No, he's still very much in this thing. And now Basket Case coming in. Let's see what he can do with him. Catch him with a power slam. And they're not letting Rutan tag out at all. Basket Case hitting him with another choke slam. Yeah, this is the scary power of the Asylum that we talked about. As Basket Case connects with a power bomb. Now suplexing Muhammad into the ring. And going for the cover. 1, 2, 3. That's going to do it. The Asylum takes the win. And look at just look back at the complete obliteration on Alexander Rutan. You can bet the faces of fear were watching this match intently, knowing that the Asylum could very well be challenging them for the tag team titles in the near future. And let's move on to our next match, folks. Leatherface and Jason of both members of the Asylum going at it. Leatherface making his way to the ring. Wait a minute, Akira Kobayashi showing up behind. Kobayashi, the champion, assaulting Leatherface here. Oh, sending Leatherface into... I don't know what to make of this. I mean, like, yeah, I think Akira wants to get the upper hand. Oh, the upper hand on Leatherface before their match at the pay-per-view happens. Where's Leatherface going, though? Well, regardless, we have a match between Leatherface and Akira Kobayashi right now. This was supposed to be Jason. Kobayashi now. The rolling senton on the inside of the ring. I don't think Leatherface was expecting this at all. Leatherface is just getting pounded here. Oh my God, that's incredible strength from Kobayashi to pick a man up like that from the ground. Catching him with that German. 1, 2, and he kicks out. Oh no, now Leatherface finally getting into this thing. He weathered the initial assault, and now Kobayashi is getting assaulted. And right back at it, Leatherface playing it smart, rolling to the outside and climbing up to the top. I've never seen Leatherface up top here. Tried to catch him with a double axe handle, but Leatherface buried, or Akira Kobayashi buried a fist right into his gut. And Kobayashi is way too fast. He's able to get out of some of those those big maneuvers that Leatherface can and usually will throw on. Once again, looking for that German suplex from the ground. Oh. And Leatherface is just getting it. He is, he hasn't been able to properly shake the cobwebs out. From the initial attack that Kobayashi had left on him. And now he's got a giant swing here from Kobayashi on the big man. There's the cover. 1, 2. And he's still very much alive in this one. And Leatherface looking to prove why he is the #1 contender to Kobayashi's heavyweight championship. And now catching, what's he going for? A running power slam. Follows that up with a pinfall. 1, 2. Kobayashi kicking out after a 2 count. And Leatherface come flying off the top rope with an elbow drop. All that weight crashing down. And back in the ring just in the nick of time. Now Kobayashi being planted on the top rope here and thrown off of it. Now going for that shoulder maneuver there. And up he goes again for another power slam. Kobayashi was in the rope, so he was able to get out of that one safely. And catching him with another big boot. And Kobayashi grabbing onto the rope before the 1 count is even made. This is the kind of assault that Kobayashi's got to weather through if he wants to keep his title at the pay-per-view. Valentine's Massacre. Or Valentine's Bash, I mean. And there's that German suplex once again. 1, 2, 3. Kobayashi pulls the win. And Kobayashi just proved why he is the CCW champion. Up next, the Young Guns will be taking on the Ministry in tag team action. Look at this. Wait a minute, the Faces of Fear assaulting the Young Guns before their match here. Ministry are already waiting in the ring here. I'm wondering what kind of and James being thrown right into the ring here. Tag team action underway here. Morpheus being sent in the ropes. James catching him with a back elbow. And that was unbelievable. I can't believe the Faces of Fear came out here and assaulted the Young Guns prior to the match here. And now they're paying for it dearly as Morpheus continues to choke on James Gunn. Oh, just threw him right in the corner there. And up top, Morpheus will go. And a drop kick. And here comes Jesse now. And the Young Guns are in the fight for their lives right now after that vicious assault. And here comes James Gunn once again. Frequent tag-ins. And now James being sent flying into the far corner. And a reversal. I don't know what Morpheus was looking to do. But Jesse coming right back in now. Catching him with that elbow and stomping away on him. drilling him with that DDT. Irish whip sending Morpheus to the apron. But Morpheus catching him with a boot. And back outside Morpheus goes. And spear to the outside. Now Jesse looking to go up top here. Catching, or trying to go for the diving elbow, but he missed. Morpheus sent back inside the ring. Balor coming in, just taking Jesse's head off, but now Jesse taking advantage here. And what are they looking for here? The super kick, the double super kick there from the Young Guns here. They're looking to get the cover. I don't think it's too early. Valak is still pretty fresh. Got a 2 count out of it. An Irish whip sending Valak to the outside. Valak going to the floor now, and now James catching an elbow off the top rope. And catching him with that DDT on the floor. What's this? Oh, Balak going through the barricade there. And the Young Guns have won by count out. Unbelievable. I think that was the only way they could win this match. And it was that spear through the barricade that did it. And now Riley Goldman will be taking on the Prodigy here. And here comes Riley Goldman. Riley Goldman, the current #1 contender for the Canadian Championship. He better be looking over his back, especially since the last couple of matches featured the champions interfering. The bell sounds, we're underway. Prodigy getting set to take on Riley Goldman, as Prodigy catching him with a clothesline and then a boot to the back. And off the ropes goes Riley Goldman, and Prodigy catching him with that back elbow. Now the Prodigy looking to, delivering a suplex here. And Goldman on the fight back. Catching him with a double underhook powerbomb. Pro river plunge, if you will. And the fight spilling to the outside here. And those series of kicks from the Prodigy there. Now Prodigy catching him with the reverse DDT. Yes. And off the ropes. Back and forth these guys are going on the outside here. And Prodigy showing off a few of his dance moves and now gets a shoulder throw for it. And now Riley face plant. Oh. I'm not sure why Riley's not capitalizing. He's just standing there. And look at that, catching him with a Rough Rider, and there's the cover. One, and only a 1 count. Of course, Riley can't believe it, but at the same time, if he wasn't just standing there like he was like a few minutes ago, I can almost guarantee you that count probably would have gone further than just a 1 count. Back, Riley Goldman back at it there after Prodigy tried to mount a little bit of a comeback. There it is, that sit-out powerbomb again. Not even a 1 count that time. Catching him with that diving elbow. The Prodigy's in a bit of trouble here. And once again with that Rough Rider. Here's the cover. 1, 2, and a 2 count only. Prodigy's still very much alive in this one. And you can see the frustration on Riley Goldman. Prodigy being smart, he's rolling to the outside, taking a breather, if you will. And look at that, catching him once again with those kicks. Dragging him out to the middle of the ring right now. And could this be it? This looks like it. That reverse DDT may have done it. 2, 3. Oh no, 2 count only. Riley Goldman barely kicking out. And look at this, he's going for another cover. 1, 2. And Riley was definitely awake then. I think Riley was busted open on that series of maneuvers here. Yeah, and he's I think it's over here. No, he's caught up in the ropes. Here's cover. 1, 2, and Riley kicks out at the 2 count here. What is it going to take to knock Riley down to get the win here for Prodigy? Prodigy's only been with the CCW a couple of weeks, but he's been pretty impressive. Riley goes for the cover 1, barely a 1 count. But right now, as I was saying, Prodigy has been pretty impressive over the last couple of weeks, but I think Riley Goldman might be his biggest challenge here. Riley Goldman, a former CCW heavyweight champion. He knows what it's like to be on top. And only a 2 count again. He's setting him up. I think he's going for that that DDT-like maneuver again. And there's 1, 2, and Goldman's still alive in this thing, but barely alive. Look at this, going for the cover once again. 1, 2, 3. That did it. Prodigy pulling out the win here. And look at this, wait a minute. Sinister out here assaulting both Prodigy and Riley Goldman. He's trying to get the upper hand here. I think Prodigy might have been a victim of circumstance, as, like I said, Riley Goldman is the #1 contender to the Canadian Championship. But let's move on, folks, to our next match. Billy Cannon goes up against Michelle Ali. And here she comes, the CCW Women's Champion, Billy Cannon. She's got a tough match ahead of her right now as she squares off against gets set to square off against Michelle Ali. And here comes Mashal Ali. And you can tell she's ready for this one. And Cannon already catching her with a Hurricane Rana. So the thing you got to do with a powerhouse like Ali, you got to keep on her, keep her to the ground, do whatever you can to keep her to win this match against her, obviously. And Cannon looking to go up top here. Barely missing that maneuver, but just caught her. And the assault on Mashal Ali continues here. Cannon missing the knee, catching it to the buckle, but ducking a clothesline for Mashal Ali as well. But not that neck breaker. And now Cannon is in a lot of trouble. Catching that elbow to the back of the head now. And drilling that elbow right into the inside of her leg here. And Cannon playing it smart, rolling to the outside, taking a walk. But still getting caught in Mashal Ali's assault here. And catching that knee again. And there's the cover. 1, 2. 2 count only. Mashal Ali catching her with that short DDT there. And now taunting for the crowd as Cannon is still down and out. Trying to go for that DDT. Oh, catching her with a missile drop kick off the top rope. Man, I cannot believe this is an awesome match so far, folks. Ali being sent into the corner now. Oh, catching her with that spinning forearm. And look at this, catching her with a power bomb. Ooh, and draping her neck right across the ropes here. There's the cover, 1. And a 1 count only, as Billy is still very much in this thing. And Ali now drilling that elbow into her neck. Cannon catching her with a jawbreaker. And this is unbelievable. Back and forth action. And now Billy being dragged out to the middle of the ring here. Oh, just stomp it away on her chest there. And catching her with that suplex there. Cover 1. And a 1.5 count at least. Billy Cannon now being draped across the top of the balcony, or the barricade here. And catch it. Oh, that spinning leg drop. Billy's in a lot of trouble here. Oh, throwing her into the LED display at ringside here. And back inside the ring, Billy Cannon goes. Catching her with that pump handle suplex type maneuver. And catching her with that, and now hitting that brain buster. And now Billy catching her with the page turner here. And Billy Cannon just got speared right through the barricade. Man, Billy is down and out here. One, two, and she kicks out. Barely kicking out though. Man, this has just been an all-out assault on Billy Cannon here. Billy's in a lot of trouble, folks. A lot of trouble right now. And Billy on the fight back. Sending Michelle right into those stairs there. Oh. And back in the ring, Billy will go. And I think Michelle is looking to finish this match off. And look at this, he's trying to... What's she looking for here? The giant swing here. Billy Cannon, I can't believe she's still in this thing. Like, Michelle should have actually won this match a long time ago. And Billy going down for the cover. 1, 2, 3, and pulls the upset after the severe beatdown she received all match long, basically. Man, what a match. And up next, Super Steve takes on Funky Jerome Jackson. And here comes Super Steve making his way to the ring here. Yeah, he's a big, tall dude. Yeah, and then here comes Funky Jerome Jackson, bringing the fun to the crowd here with his brand of dancing. Just a totally fun guy to be around. And of course, a sign of respect between these two men as they shake hands. The bell sounds, we're underway, and Jerome Jackson catching him with a clothesline to take him down. And when that bell rings, all pleasantries are out the window here. And Super Steve being sent into the corner. Jerome Jackson catching him with a clothesline to the back. And Super Steve is... he's a big dude. I just can't get over it. And he goes flying to the outside. Jerome Jackson climbing up to the top here. Drives the elbow down. And catches him with a DDT on the outside. Super Steve sends him flying into the LED display. And look at this already. He's looking for the finisher, but Super Steve reversing out of it. And looking for a finisher of his own. He drills Jerome Jackson to the mat. 1, 2, and a 2 count only. Irish whip off the ropes. Jerome Jackson reversing a back elbow. Northern Light suplex from Super Steve. And reversing that suplex. Catching him with that flying forearm. Drilling that DDT into him. Now he's looking to finish off Jerome Jackson. 1 count only. Jackson's still very much in this thing. And a reversal there off the ropes. Or I mean into the buckle. And now Jerome Jackson throwing Super Steve off the top rope. And now he's looking to finish him off here. It's a cover. 1, 2. And a 2 count only. A flapjack from Jerome Jackson here. Here's cover. 1 count only. And now Super Steve being placed on that top rope. And drop kick all the way down to the arena floor. Jerome Jackson off the top rope with a diving elbow. Super Steve is in a lot of trouble here. The referee initiating the count here. Up to a count of 5 here. Down to 6 now. Now look at this, he's looking to finish him off. 1, 2, 2 count only. And look at this, Jerome Jackson looking to reverse it. Oh. Catching him, Super Steve, with that stiff clothesline. And once again, that forearm to the face. He may want to rethink their friendship after this match. Cover 1, 2. Super Steve kicking out at 2 there. draping him across those ropes. Super Steve now taking advantage here. And drills a DDT of his own here. Now he's looking for the cover. 1, 2, and a 2 count only. Super Steve showing a little bit of frustration as well. And Jerome being sent far into the buckles. However, he gets out and tries to catch him with the sidewalk slam, but Super Steve was smart and caught onto it. And Jerome Jackson rolling to the outside now. Super Steve now, I don't know what he's planning on doing. Back and forth these two gentlemen have been going here. And into the ring, Jerome Jackson gets sent. And now Super Steve lining him up here. And now catching him in a sleeper. Or a chin lock, I should say. Really wrenching on that neck. Now Jerome looks like he's fighting out of it. Drilling that elbow right into the gut as he fights out. And Super Steve picking him up. Man, he's showing that incredible strength. Slamming his face across the buckle. Man, Jerome's in a lot of trouble right now. And there's the cover 1. And a 1 count only, as Jerome Jackson's still very much in this thing. There's the powerbomb into the cover. 1, 2. He kicks out, but look at this, rolling right over into a Boston Crab here. And he forces Super Steve to tap out. Jerome Jackson pulling off the win here. Unbelievable victory there for Jerome Jackson. And he has every reason to celebrate that victory. And here we go, main event time. Akira Yamamoto squaring off against Jessica Wilde. And here she comes, Akira Yamamoto. And she's ready for action here, folks. And here comes Jessica Wilde. And here we go, folks. We're ready for the women. Akira Yamamoto and Jessica Wilde here in the main event of CCW Throwdown. And Yamamoto going right to it, kicking her, or throwing a drop kick right to her. And an Irish whip off the ropes here. Yamamoto thrown to the outside. Look at that, reversing to a inside cradle on the outside, but not going to get a pinfall on the outside in this match. And catching her with a tornado DDT here. Yamamoto just stomping away here. And another drop kick. Back and forth these women are going here. And Yamamoto's head being thrown into the buckle. And she reverses it and slams her. Slams Jessica Wilde's head. And look at this interesting cover here. 1. And a 1 count only. Drop toe hold from Jessica Wilde. Jessica Wilde now looking for the cover herself. 1. Only 1 count. And catching her with that belly to belly. And now there's the cover. 1. And a 1 count only still. Yamamoto still very much fresh into this thing. And Jessica Wilde catching that pump handle suplex on Yamamoto here. There's the cover. 1. And still a 1 count. Yamamoto's still very much in this thing. And now Jessica looking to go up to the second rope here. And Yamamoto catching her with a powerbomb. Or in a powerbomb position, but Jessica Wilde fighting out of it. And a buckle bomb from Jessica Wilde here. And there's cover. 1. 1 count again. And slamming her head up against the back of, or up against the mat there. And Jessica Wilde reversing out of it. And now, look at this, on the fight back, we see Yamamoto now. And look at this, catching her in the crossface chicken wing. And Jessica Wilde fights out of it. And another belly-to-belly from Jessica Wilde here. Now she's looking to finish it off. 1. 1 count only. And Jessica cannot believe it, man. She can't believe it at all. Now she's looking to line up Yamamoto here. Looking for that pump handle suplex again. And she hits it. Take a look at this replay here. And just slamming her back hard down onto the mat. And now, Wilde dragging Yamamoto to the middle of the ring. Doesn't want her to get a rope break or anything like that. 1, 2. And I think that's the furthest she's gotten. 2 count only. Yamamoto is still alive in this matchup. Oh, look at that kick sending Jessica Wilde to the outside. Yamamoto now fighting back here. And catching her in that cross arm breaker. Throwing her back into the apron there. Man, I cannot believe how exciting this night has been so far, folks. And look at this, trying to catch her in that chicken wing once again. Yeah, she's got it locked in, and she's well, Jessica Wilde fighting back now. But the damage may have been done. Who knows? Back and forth, these ladies have gone. And look at this, looking once again to get her locked up. And she has no choice but to tap out this time. Yamamoto with the win here. Unbelievable match, folks. But Jessica Wilde had should have had the match won a few times. There were a few times in there where, but Yamamoto showing her resiliency in squeezing out the submission victory here. And that victory definitely has to move Yamamoto up in the ranks, at least for a shot at Billy Cannon's Women's Championship. But man, what a match that was, folks. What an evening we've had here for CCW Throwdown, or an afternoon, I should say. And that's going to do it for CB of CBRS Entertainment. Tune in next week for another episode of CCW Throwdown.